I hope everyone is fine, and I also hope that you have seen my previous videos regarding all the types of refractions. Okay, so here today we are going to see or learn about if the position of the object is changed, then where will be the image forming. So for that I have taken one arrangement. So here first I have taken a biconvex lens. So which that is nothing but your magnifying glass. Okay, and I have taken a candle. So which is straight away to the screen. So this whiteboard is the screen. So this is the arrangement which I have done, and now let us see the if I am changing the different positions of the object, then where will be the image forming and how will be the image forms. Okay, so we know that biconvex lens is converging lens. So in the first case I have taken the object out of the sphere, and the two light rays are moving from it parallel to the principal axis. When they are moving parallel to the principal axis, they are converging at F1. Okay, and it is forming a point size image, means very small image it is forming. So let us see how it is working in the night mode. Here you can see that I have placed a candle and the light rays are moving towards the magnifying glass, and it is forming a point size image. So here on the screen you can see that a small point is there. So it is the image of the candle flame. Okay, so this is the first case where the object is placed at infinity and a point size image is formed at focus. You can observe this in our daily life also. If you are taking a magnifying glass and pointing it to the sun, and if you are taking it on a paper, then as it is a converging lens, all the light rays of the sun will be converging to one point and it can burn the paper. Okay, so here you can see that the flame has been concentrated to one point. So that's why it is forming a point size image. So here now I have placed the object beyond C. It is not out of the sphere, but it is not to the center of the sphere. It is beyond C. Now let us see how the image will be formed. The image formed will be diminished image. It is not totally a point size image, but it is a diminished image. Means as the size of the flame, it will be smaller than the size of the flame. Okay, so this is where you are placing the object beyond C. Now, so in the next case, I am moving the object little bit nearer to the magnifying glass. Okay, sir, can you observe the image? So it is equal to the size of the object. Okay, so yeah, how much the size of the flame is there? The same size of the image you can observe. So now the object is placed at the center of curvature. So as it is placed at the center of curvature, we are getting the same size of image. Okay. So here now we have placed the object in between center of curvature and focus. Now let us see how the image is formed. So now you can see the image is enlarged and it is an inverted image. So you can see how beautifully it is framed. So it is an enlarged image. So now let us move the object still more nearer to the lens. Then what happens? Let us see. So here I am moving the. So here we have placed the object at focus, and now you can see the image is not clear. Okay, it is enlarged image, but then also it is a not clear image because it is forming at infinity. The image will be forming at infinity. That's why the image is not clear. And if I am still more moving the object nearer to the lens. Okay, so here I am moving the object nearer to the lens. Means I am placing the object between focus and optic center. Then you can see that there is no image formed. Okay, so there is just a reflection of the light, but there is no image formed. So this one you say it as a virtual image. Okay, so then where is the image formed? The image will be forming behind the lens. Okay, so here you can observe it through the lens. Okay, so now you are observing the flame from the lens. Okay, so I have placed the object in between the focus and optic center. So you can see that it is a virtual and erect image. So you can see the flame straight away. So that is what the erect image. And you can see that it is enlarged. The size of the image is covering the whole lens. Okay, so that's what it is, the virtual and erect image. So when you are placing the object in between focus and the pole, that is optic center, then it will be giving you the virtual and erect images. And now let us see the ray diagrams for all these kinds of images. So here we have placed the object beyond C and there are two light rays moving from it. One is parallel and another is from the optic center. And they both are meeting in between F1 and C1. And what is the nature of the image? It is real and inverted image, and it is a diminished image, means it is a small size image. So we have taken object at C2 and there are two light rays which are passing from the object. So one is in the parallel and another is moving through the optic center. And the light ray which is moving parallel to the principal axis will be refracting through focus, and which is moving through the optic center will not get refracted. Okay, and these both are meeting at C1 and we are getting a same size of image, and it is a real and inverted image. So why are we saying it as a real and inverted image? Okay, so the image was inverted, we are saying inverted. And why is it a real image? So as the image was able to caught on the screen, we are saying it as a real image. Now we have placed the object at F2 and again the same two lines are moving. One is parallel and another is through the optic center. And you can see that they are not meeting anywhere, means they are meeting at infinity. So the position of the image is at infinity. You have observed that there was an unclear image. So why the image was unclear? Because now that frame is not getting into a lens or it is not being captured onto a screen. Okay, that's why the image was unclear and the nature was same. It is real and inverted, but it is very large image. Okay, so now let us see now where we have placed the object between F2 and P. So now in this we have placed the object between F2 and optic center, and the same two light rays are refracting and they are refracting away and they are not meeting at any point. But where is the image formed? Image is forming behind the lens. Now these are the two refracted rays. Now if you are dragging back these two refracted rays, then they will be meeting behind the lens and it is forming a very large image. Okay, and the nature of the image will be virtual and erect image. Means it is virtual, means it cannot be caught on the screen. We did not observe it on the screen. And what is the size of the image? It is very large image. So these were the 6 types of images we have observed when we are changing the position of the object. So I hope you have understood this topic. If you have any doubts regarding this topic, please do comment in my comment section, and more interesting videos are yet to come. Till then, keep observing and keep learning.